What is up guys, welcome to Sony Gaming. If you want to help support the channel, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Today we're going to be checking out how to beat the Hushed Saint, a challenging boss in the Lords of Fallen 2023 edition. This guy is intimidating and feels like a cross between the Dragonslayer Armour from Dark Souls 3 and the Tree Sentinel from Elden Ring. So let's see what this boss can do, and then we'll take a look at our strategy for beating the Hushed Saint easily. The first thing to note is that during the first phase of this fight, the Hushed Saint will swap between riding on horseback and fighting on foot regularly. While on horseback, the boss will perform one of three attacks. The first is the spear throw. You can see this charging up when he raises the spear high while riding parallel to you, and you will need to dodge sideways as soon as it starts to fly. Make sure you're clear of the landing spot because it causes a small area explosion where it lands. Next is the standard running swipe. The Hushed Saint will ride his horse close past you and attempt to whack you on the way. Moving to your left will get you hit more often, so move to your right and dodge at the last moment to avoid the attack. The third attack is from the horse itself. The Hushed Saint will ride his horse up to you and stop, while the horse rears up and charges up an attack. When it stomps down, a circle of thorns will start spreading outwards from the horse. Simply dodge forwards through it. The Hushed Saint will reposition between each attack after submerging in the water. You can watch the water to easily see where he is repositioning to, so you can be ready for the next attack. The boss will regularly leave his horse behind after throwing his spear at you. During this part, the Hushed Saint will attack with wide swipes of up to 4 attacks in a row with his halberd, most of which have decent but not perfect tracking. The Hushed Saint can also attack in swift, piercing motions instead, often from behind his shield, which will cause your own attacks to deflect. If the Hushed Saint swings his spear to its side, he is about to lunge forward for a very hard-hitting strike. This can be a grab attack, which deals devastating damage. If you're standing behind the boss, he can do a long-winded swipe behind him that is easy to dodge and even easier to punish. When the Hushed Saint hits around 60% health, phase 2 will begin. There are no more horse-mounted stages, but occasionally the boss will step back and beat his shield against his chest. The horse is about to spring from the ground in front of him and charge at you, which is easy to dodge. The Hushed Saint gets a few more new moves during this phase, most of which are designed to surprise you. He will disappear into the ground and burst out nearby before slamming his spear down in your location, causing a wide area tentacle attack as well. Similarly, he may burst out behind you, but instead of a jump and slam, he will rush forward and attempt to hit you hard unawares. When the boss is underground, be careful and wait for the slightest sign of movement, then dodge at the last moment. The swinging combos are still a thing, but may be joined by a shield slam that causes a wide area explosion as well that's quite difficult to dodge. One tricky new move is the shield stab. Without much warning at all, the Hushed Saint will summon icicles on the edge of his shield and shove you with it, before winding up to slash you with it again. This causes a status effect that cuts your stamina in half for its duration. If the boss raises his shield with a vortex and slams it into the ground, thorns will start to spring out in an area around him. As with the horse's version of the attack, just dodge forwards through it. If you enter Umbral either by dying or by switching at any point, or if you use your lantern, you will see Umbral parasites all over the area. Now you need to ignore these. You can siphon them to cause a harmless tentacle explosion that, if done at the horse's location, will spook it and cause it to dismount the Hushed Saint. This is far too cumbersome and annoying to do, so I didn't bother. So now that we know what the boss can do, let's talk strategy, and it's fairly simple but does require some focus on your part. We've talked about how to avoid the various attacks coming from the Hushed Saint and his horse. Using them offensively is a different matter. When you dodge the boss's melee attacks, you must be locked on so that you do a dash instead. Your safest place is directly behind the boss. He can still perform attacks at you and they will connect, but they have a much longer wind up from this area. By dashing behind him through his combos, when he enters cooldown, you'll have ample time to perform a charged heavy attack or two. His faster attacks can still catch you off guard if you're not quick, but by following this method and attacking the back of the boss, you'll be at much lower risk than by trying to fight him head on, and you'll have far more time to attack. Fully charged heavy attacks can often cause a short stagger on the boss, pausing his attacks and leaving him open to a follow-up attack or allowing you to reposition or heal. Avoid the horseback attacks, stay close during the melee attacks, and strafe around to heavy attack the boss in the back. With this strategy, you'll have the Hushed Saint down in no time, and you'll be ready to continue. If you're not feeling too confident yet though, keep watching. I've included a clip of the full fight so that you can see how it's done. Thanks very much guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Take care and as always, have fun.